Mike, in capital letters. Showbiz, Pitchfork gave it an 8.3 and said the prolific Brooklyn rapper reflects on dislocation and homecoming with his most refined, spiritual sounding album to date. I always think Mike, capitals, as a godfather of this sort of kind of hip hop. Maybe he wasn't the first, but he was probably the first that I heard. You know, when May God Place? No, came out in 2017. May God something. Super laid back, very short, repetitive samples, often jazz, but not always, could be from anything. And that rap flow is just so laid back, he's almost asleep. It was hugely refreshing when I first heard it. And it's been hugely influential since, especially in New York. There's an awful lot that sounds like this now. It's a sound that I find hard to believe that anybody could dislike, really. You know, I don't think anybody could give this a lower than a 7, for example. This album feels a little bit more up-tempo than last year's Pinball, black and white cover. You know, and last year I gave that 10 listens, and I was slightly disappointed by the end of it that nothing grew on me. But this has a new bounce to it, and some of the songs, you know, could catch fire in my imagination a little bit more. You could even dance to a few of them, which I think is first for a Mike album. But part of me feels like there's a little bit more spark that needed for progression. Still, it might be stuck in a rut a little bit because it's his sound, and you know, but he feels like he's trying to get out of that sound a little bit. Still, what a sound, and I'm not complaining. I owe Mike 10 listens. You know, it's sort of between that 7 and 8 out of 10, and I'm going to give it an 8, and I'm going to give it 10 more listens because he's given me so much joy in the past, and I'm hoping after 10 listens this will stick with me a lot more than Pinball did. It felt like that there was a bit of a progression, a little bit of bounce, and I'm looking forward to 10 more. Watch out for the full review. 8 out of 10.